Pictures, images, or accounts of this video may not be disseminated in any form without the express written consent of the President of the United States of America.
Hello, and welcome to the Federal Agency for Individual Development. My name is Alfred Tramwell. I'm the director of the agency. The agency was created by the current administration to address an alarming trend. For a number of years, many of our nation's brightest and most talented young men have failed to contribute at a level commensurate with that talent and their education. With the unification of Europe and the rapid development of countries such as China, India, and Brazil, the administration feels that we can no longer afford to let such potentially productive citizens so grossly underperform. Our mandated fate is to stem the surge of underperformance as quickly as possible. To do so, we must first identify and then interview underperforming citizens. Using the information gleaned from the interview process, we will draw conclusions that will be used to evaluate the subjects and ultimately redirect them into a more productive life. FATE has established field offices in major population centers throughout the country. We have already identified a large number of underperformers and completed our first round of interviews. We're optimistic about the potential of this project and look forward to a productive future for the agency and for our subjects.
The following interview and evaluation is confidential and should not be viewed, reproduced, duplicated, copied, or discussed outside of FATE under any circumstances.
The Los Angeles Field Office for the Federal Agency for Individual Development, Office 16, is the largest and busiest of the nation's 73 field offices. We have conducted and processed our first set of interviews. We are pleased to report the discovery of a number of trends in the population, as well as some meaningful and illuminating analysis. Each interview was recorded on video. We have included our initial analysis alongside of the video interviews. Our psychological interview, which employed the Dr. Wilmsey method, yielded poor results, and in many cases led to a violent outburst by the subject. Segments of these will precede the primary interview as evidence of the failure of this method. The second interview was more conservative and traditional, and we feel ultimately provided superior information. Thank you.
Subject 310595629 is categorized as a dreamer type. Born July 10, 1978.
Sorry, I get a little nervous taking tests.
Don't be nervous, this is not a test.
What kind of test is this?
This is not a test.
Because I took an IQ test earlier and...
Reaction time is a factor, so please answer as quickly as you can. 833 North Genesee.
That's where I live.
You're in a desert, walking along, when all of a sudden you see a tortoise.
Is this the test? No.
This is not a test. The tortoise is walking toward you. You reach down and flip the tortoise over on its back. The tortoise lays there with its belly baking in the hot sun. It's trying to turn itself over, but it can't without your help. But you're not helping.
What do you mean I'm not helping?
I mean, you're not helping. Why is that?